Hello? I think the music may be a little loud. Or no, I'm just quiet. Hold on, let me turn me up. Higher. There we go, I think. Maybe, hopefully. I'm gonna do a sound check real quick. It's gonna be awkward and awful. I have to make sure. Maybe, hopefully. Huh? I'm gonna do a sound check real quick. It's gonna be awkward and awful. Okay, alright, I think I'm fine. So, hi, hello. I'll turn down the music just a hair so that I don't have to speak so loud over it. And also let me mute this, because this doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Let me fiddle with a few things real quick. Sorry, I haven't streamed in a while. You'll have to bear with me. Hold on. My cats are so loud. Okay, well, hi. Hello. Right now we're watching some uncut clips that I was gonna use for a montage or something. I apologize for my cats. This is a mess, I'm sorry. This isn't a real stream. I'm not actually streaming much of anything here. I just need sort of background footage for while I talk. I'm so sorry, my cats are so loud. So, I guess this is kind of an announcement stream. I felt like it'd be easier to stream it and then just save the VOD rather than editing something or recording a bunch of stuff beforehand. And this is all sort of spur of the moment, off the cuff. I don't have a script, I don't have anything here. Not that it really matters. So my big announcement is I'm officially quitting Identity 5. At least, you know, in a general, like, competitive sense. I know that I've made a lot of promises on content, and I know that I've said I'm gonna do a lot of things, like, oh, I'm gonna climb with this character, oh, I'm gonna reach Hydra on PC, oh, I'm gonna make a lizard guide, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do all this. But, you know, it gets really hard when every time I open the game, I just realize, like, immediately, I don't want to be playing it at all. I just don't have any drive or desire to get on Identity or produce content for Identity or do anything around Identity because it's just grown so stale for me. I've tried playing new characters to breathe life back into things, but it's not easy. It doesn't work, you know? I don't feel compelled to keep playing. It just feels like the same thing a lot. I don't feel any difference whenever I play this game. No matter what character I play or what I'm doing, I just feel like I'm playing the same thing. A lot of the games have the same sort of flow. There isn't a whole lot of difference from game to game, even when you're playing different characters. And I by no means think this is a bad game. I think Identity 5 is a great game. I just don't think it's quite for me anymore. I think I've reached, you know, everything I wanted to reach. I proved everything I wanted to prove. You know, I've done everything I wanted to do in this game, and I don't think there's anything left for me to do. I know they added new ranks pretty recently, and those did interest me, but then I started playing and trying to climb, and I realized I've already done this, you know? I already reached, you know, Evil Dragon. I already did the climb, you know? I don't know why I would do it again, and again, and again. I know that a lot of people disagree with that kind of line of thinking, and I understand and respect that. I know that a lot of people still have fun with the game, and they enjoy climbing, and they enjoy getting the high ranks, but to me, what's the point? I've done it so many times. I've proven that I'm good at this game. I've shown people what I can do, and, you know, I don't need to keep doing it. Right? And rank just makes things more stressful, and it makes the game less fun, and I can tell, even by just looking at the people around me, that they aren't having as much fun with the game the more they play rank. They get stressed, they get frustrated. I've had people cry from playing rank, and I just, like, I don't get it. What's the point if it's so unbelievably stressful? Why play the game if it's causing you more stress than you would be getting otherwise? And I think the overwhelming feeling of stress was something I started to feel towards, you know, the time I stopped playing Identity V so seriously. I started kind of, you know, getting a bit stressed out and upset whenever I played the game because, you know, I was getting rusty at my characters, and I felt bad, like I felt underwhelming. And, you know, people would still praise me, but it just felt like pity in a way. And, you know, when I took a step back and really thought about everything that was going on and really gave it an honest thought, I was like, that's not healthy. Why am I playing this if I'm going to be so critical on myself when I don't even need to improve? Like, sure, yes, there's room for everybody to get better. You know, you can never be the best. You can always improve on this, or you can improve on that, but, you know, I feel like a lot of people take that a little bit too far, and it spills into everyone around them, really. I had this unhealthy desire that I've had most of my life, but it really bred and festered on Identity V, where I grew this really strange complex where I needed to be just the absolute best and nothing less. If I was anything less than the best, then I wasn't enough. And that's not right. And I know that's not right. I've told people that's not right. I know that I'm good enough. I know that. And I know that so many people who rag on themselves and tear themselves down and judge and scrutinize every single thing they do, not in a healthy way, in the most unhealthy way possible. I know they're good too. They're more than good enough. But they just they either don't see it or don't want to see it. They just see all the bad and they don't improve. And I think games like this just sort of breed that mindset. They let it fester, they make it worse. I love asymmetrical games, and I don't think I'll ever stop playing them. I think it's my favorite genre of game by far. But it's just baffling to me how negative these games make people feel. It's so strange. I don't really know how to put it to words. But that's enough at that point, I guess. I'll carry on to another. I don't know if I made sense there. I'm just kind of saying things. I don't really know if I'm expressing myself the way I want to. On the topic sort of toxicity, I wanted to talk about a problem that's plagued the game since I joined back in Season 6. I know it's been an issue on mobile. I haven't really been a mobile player, so I don't know how much of an issue it is, but I know for a fact it's a big issue on PC. There are so many toxic people. And even people that, you know, I respect, that I admire and trust, they have toxic in them. We all do. And I've been toxic. They've been toxic. I guarantee you, if you're watching this video and you're a high tier player, you have been toxic. Nobody's exempt. It's crazy. I join calls of people playing ranked sometimes, and I just hear them relentlessly flaming people. And a lot of the time, you know, the excuse is, oh, this person has been toxic or awful to XYZ, and, you know, I can kind of get behind that. I can kind of understand that. But on the same page, toxicity just breeds more toxicity. It just grows, you know? It just gets bigger. And I don't know. I've met some of the nicest people I've ever met in gaming. I've made some of the best friends I've ever made. And I trust and love so many people in this community, but I just don't think it's okay the way a lot of players behave. You know, this community is small. We are tight-knit. We are not giant, you know? We see each other every day, every other day. And we can't, you know, we can't just be toxic to each other, because we'll see that player again next game or the game after, or, you know, it's like we're all playing the same game here. We all make mistakes. There's no need to be so relentlessly rude to somebody about it. And that's something I don't think a lot of people realize, and I think that's something I lost sight of myself for a while. But I've taken a step back, and I've sort of started reevaluating a lot about myself. And I've noticed that playing this game does bring out those toxic tendencies in me, and I think it brings out toxic tendencies in a lot of people. Again, it's a little hard to put to words, I think. But I know for a fact that whoever's watching this, you know, wherever you are, you've been queuing in a game, a ranked game, with your friends, and, you know, someone you're playing with makes a mistake. A mistake that you have probably made yourself on more than one occasion. And you just, out of instinct, just say something incredibly rude to your friend group about them. And then maybe, possibly, in the endgame chat, you flame them, and, you know, you say that they're bad, or you aggressively try to tell them how to play the game. How would you feel if somebody did that to you? You know? Like, if you could hear the things that the awful things people said about you whenever you made a mistake, would that make you feel great? I don't think so. Hi, Vice. I'm just sort of, I'm rambling right now. You're absolutely right. It's really not that hard to be nice to people, but I think a lot of players, especially high-tier players, don't understand that. Everybody in this community kind of thinks that they're always right. And again, I'm not exempt from this. I've had the same sort of thought process. My cat is howling back there. They really want me to pay attention to them. Again, I'm not exempt from this. I've done my fair share of, you know, flaming or being rude or thinking no matter what I do, I'm always right. And it really took taking a step back and just reevaluating and thinking about it to understand that, you know, I've made a lot of bad choices that I'm not happy with in the way I've interacted with people in this game, and, you know, the way I've treated people and things that I've said. and I regret it. And you know, I don't think I could possibly apologize in a meaningful way to all the people that I think I need to. But you know, anyway, the bottom line here is I think the game is really toxic, and I have no idea why. We aren't a big enough community for people to be rude to one another. Even if somebody is mean to you, that doesn't give you the right to be mean back, you know? Like, you aren't gonna accomplish much if somebody is being toxic to you and you just decide to flame them back. The majority of the time, the people who go out of their way to flame people don't really care what you say to them, you know? They just want you to say something so that they can go after you too. And even if, you know, you say something mean to them and you know, they don't go back after you, you've done nothing but just perpetuate more toxicity. It just adds to the issue. And I think a lot of Identity V players do this without even really thinking about it. They just throw more fuel to the fire, really, I think. What else did I want to talk about? Ever since I joined Identity V in like season 6, I've always been, you know, a top player. Like I got to the top in my first season. I've always been here, and it just doesn't have the same draw anymore, you know? I think I did talk about it a little bit earlier, but it's sort of like once you reach the top of a ladder, you know, sometimes you have to go back down so you can climb back up again, because there's nothing really to do up there other than just stand there and be above everybody else. But you don't really learn much being above everybody else, you know? The way you learn, the way you improve, the way you grow as a person, you know, you have to humble yourself. You have to start from somewhere new, from the bottom, and you have to go back up. And I can't really do that with Identity V. You know, I open the game and I feel this overwhelming pressure to be, you know, at the top. Like I have to be up there because that's what everybody thinks I am. That's what everybody always says about me. They're like, "Oh, you're the best. You have to be up there." And I let it get to my head sometimes. I try not to get a big ego about it, but you know, I worked my ass off to get up there, and I don't regret a second of that at all. I would never ever regret a moment of that. And I do take pride in the accomplishments that I've made, but you know, it does get a little stressful and a little bit hard sometimes to deal with. Just everybody constantly thinking, "Oh, you're the best, and I have to be the best, or else I'm some kind of disappointment." Okay, so I guess to sort of start wrapping things up, because this has gone on a little bit too long. I want to say, you know, a little bit about what's been going on in my life and the plans for the future. So number one, I moved out pretty recently. I moved in with my sibling. We live on a 10-acre block of land, which we own in a house of our own. Currently, finances are a little tight. We have to pay mortgage. We have to, you know, start paying for the house. We have to do all sorts of things. And I don't have a disposable income. I don't have a job. I don't have much of anything. My life has been on pause for the past 3 years, and I'm kind of getting sick of it being that way. So I'm gonna sort of try to get things back on track and try to get my life going. And I just don't have time to be doing something that isn't productive and that I don't really care to do anymore. And that, of course, means Identity V. I've been working a lot on myself. I've been self-reflecting, you know, taking care of my personality, working on being a better person. Obviously, I came out not too long ago, which was pretty hard, but I did it. And sorry, Anyway, I've been exercising, I've been, working out, I've been eating healthier, I'm trying to actually make the most of life and to enjoy things, which was something I didn't do for the longest time. I think I just played games to sort of enter this mindless trance of, not existing, but also kind of existing, doing a game or whatever. And, I'm just happy to sort of actually be alive now, if that makes sense. I think this is the best step for my future, but this will not be the end of me, though this is the end of this channel. I have intentions to pick up streaming in a different way in the upcoming year. I think towards the end of this year I'm going to build a new computer. I'm going to try to get a better streaming setup for content creation and streaming things. But I don't think I'll be streaming much Identity 5 anymore. I think I'm going to be moving off to greener grasses, new horizons, that sort of thing. And it won't be on this channel. You may have already noticed. I changed the profile picture of this channel, I changed the name of this channel. This channel will be solely reserved for the videos I've already uploaded, and anything that I have worked on and have saved, I may upload, I may not, I'm not sure yet. But this channel is kind of officially dead. I'll be making a new channel towards the end of this year that I may link here, I may not, I'm not sure. But this channel is axed. If I do anything in the future, it will not be under Shroom2B, it will be under something else, probably still with Mushroom in the name, Shroom something, I'm not sure. But yeah, things are changing. The world is crazy right now, and I'm just trying to pick myself up and get rolling with it. Like I said earlier, you can't stay at the top forever. You do have to start doing other things. You have to learn and grow, and while I don't think there's much more for me to learn in Identity 5, of course I can still improve, like I said, everybody can improve. I don't think there's still much for me to learn or do in this game. I do think that there is plenty for me to learn and do in my life, in real life. Something that I've always neglected in favor of learning and doing things in video games, which is a really sad thing to say out loud if you think about it. I don't really know how I'm supposed to end this, or what I'm supposed to say here, but I just want you all to know that, I appreciate everyone who's watched my stuff, who's supported me, who's been a friend to me, and I will forever remember my team, Mamma Mia. I love you guys beyond measure. You guys mean the world to me, and I don't think you guys understand how happy it makes me to know that I brought even a little bit of joy to anyone's life or whatever. I don't think I can fully express to you how much it means to me to know that my content made people happy, even if I didn't do it consistently or often or, enough in my eyes. I think that's about all I wanted to say. Stuff has been crazy lately, and thanks for joining me on my wild ride, and know that this is not an easy thing for me to do. My cats are ruining everything I'm doing here. They're so loud. It's not an easy thing for me to do, and I'm sorry that I couldn't follow through on all the things I promised. I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a nice day.